Hello, welcome back. This is the second mask making video. Now that we have our machine running, we're ready to start sewing the masks. So as you can see, and as I showed you before, we have a liner inside the mask, and some of the masks are completely enclosed, but I make these with a little opening at the end so that you can put a filter in or anything you want in there. So in order to do that, you need to sew down the edge of the liner. So that's what we're going to do in this video. And you should have some pieces of fabric that look like this, and you will have two for the liner, so they will get put together to make the liner. Before we do that seam in the center, we want to, like I said, sew down the edge, and it will look like this when you're done. So we're going to sew those edges. So you're just going to take this piece, and as you can see, this is the front piece. So you're going to take the back and fold it down about 3/8 of an inch. So I just usually, you can do this and press it. I don't usually press things too much with an iron unless I really have to. So you're just going to kind of eye it up there, and you're going to lay this under your presser foot. You'll have about 3/8 inch there. And I'm going to use a dark thread so you can see the thread. And then you just lay it under there, and just sew right down the center of that fold there. Again, I'm going to back up a little bit to lock it. So right down the center, down to the edge, and lock it again. Okay, so, and then we'll just snip that, like I said. And this is what you'll have, your seam, and on the back side, you can see I went right down the center. Now, I would do all of these, a bunch of these at one time instead of just doing one for one mask or two for one mask. So just go ahead. Now you'll understand that the matching piece of this will be folded the opposite way. So this one was folded this way, so I'm going to fold this one in so. And again, just fold it in 3/8 of an inch. Doesn't have to be exact for this. And then just, again, sew it right down the middle. So some machines have a switch where you can regulate the speed of your machine. If you're just starting to sew, you can take it real slow. There's no hurry with this. Better to take it slow than have to rip it out. I hate ripping things out. So here we go. Okay, so you have two pieces, as you can see. They are matching, so that when you put the sides together, like so, you'll have the other sides, you'll have a point on. So you're gonna match those up as best you can. And then we're gonna sew this seam on this side. And remember, this is your inside, so that's where your raw edges, they call selvages, are. So you don't want to put the raw selvages this way, so that when you sew it together, your selvages will be showing. Okay, so you put your good side. Your good side is this side. Put the good sides together, like so, where you sew them. And then go to the other side with the point, and you're going to sew the point right. You're going to sew this curved edge same way. I usually start at the bottom because it's just a little easier, and let's start at a point. Okay, so start at the bottom again, about a 3/8 inch. When I say 3/8 inch, that's 3/8 inch from the edge of the fabric to where your needle is going to go in to the fabric. Okay, so we're just going to sew right up there. I'm going to slow it down so you can see it doesn't necessarily need to be, as you can see, slow or fast, however you want. And you're going to sew right up to the edge. Okay. Okay. So, now what you have is the inside of your mask. All right? Okay, so this is the side you won't see. This is the side you will see, and it'll go right up like this. And it's going to get attached to the outside of your mask. Okay? So you shouldn't see anything here but your seam. There's no thread showing. And then, of course, the outside, you'll probably want to use a white thread when you do it, but I was just showing you this is what the edges will look like. Okay? Okay, I'm going to do another one of those just for video purposes. So we're going to, again, 3/8 inch. Just eye it up. Put it under your presser foot. Back it up. Right down the center. Back it up. Take it out. Snip the ends off. And do the other one. Again, opposite. And like I said, I would do a lot of these at one time instead of switching back and forth, so you don't have to worry about which way you're folding them. So there's the second one. Back it up. Down the center. Back it up, and you're done. Cut your ends off. Okay, you have two of them again. Put your good sides together. The selvages will be on the outside where you're sewing your seam. Line them up. Put the points together. Sew on the curved piece. Again, 3/8, back it up. Back it up. The reason you want to do the back stitch, if you have a machine that does that, is so that over time, as you wash these and wear them, your seams won't start coming out at the edges. You've probably purchased things that's happened to, and that just helps to ensure that you don't have that happening. Okay, so again, there's another liner. Again, if you're having difficulty with that, please check with someone, get a little help. I know sewing can be frustrating if something isn't going right. So again, ask for help and tune in for the next video. Thanks for joining me.